Okay, we are live.
Please rise as you are able. I now call this meeting of City Council to order.
We acknowledge that this meeting is taking place on the traditional land of the Anishinaabe people. The Anishinaabe include the Odawa, Ojibwe, and Potawatomi nations, collectively known as the Three Fires Confederacy. We're dedicated to honoring Indigenous history and culture and committed to moving forward in the spirit of reconciliation and respect with all First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people. Please be seated. Welcome everyone to our virtual special meeting of Barrie City Council. I'd like to remind everyone, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, City Council is continuing to practice physical distancing. All of the councillors, the executive management team, and the city clerk are participating via video conference. There are senior staff members here to assist with our decision making as well if we need them. The only item on tonight's agenda is a direct motion regarding the correspondence from the Integrity Commissioner concerning a recommendation to hire outside legal advice. So, Deputy Mayor Ward.
I have a motion moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Thompson, that pursuant to Section 7.1 of the Procedural Bylaw 2019-100, permission be granted to introduce a motion without notice concerning the retention of Aaron Barrellis to provide legal advice and conduct a review in accordance with Motion 20G174.
Thank you. It is moved by Deputy Mayor Ward, seconded by Councillor Thompson, that pursuant to Section 7.1 of the Procedural Bylaw 2019-100, permission be granted to introduce a motion without notice concerning the retention of Aaron Barrellis to provide legal advice and conduct a review in accordance with Motion 20G174. This does require a 2/3 vote to allow the motion without notice. Are there any questions or comments on the motion, procedural motion? Okay, seeing none. Those in favor, please indicate. None opposed. I'm in favor as well. That carries unanimously. Deputy Mayor Ward, go ahead.
By myself, seconded by Councillor Thompson, that Aaron Barrellis be retained to address matters identified in paragraph 4 of Motion 20G174 concerning a workplace investigation. 2, that the costs associated with the legal advice be funded from the council contracted service account, and the cost for the review be funded from the CAO contracted services account. 3, that the mayor be delegated authority to execute the retainer agreement with Aaron Barrellis for their services. 4, upon completion of the preparation of the legal advice and the review, Aaron Barrellis provide these documents directly to council through the city clerk.
Okay, we have a direct motion moved by Deputy Mayor Ward, seconded by Councillor Thompson, that Aaron Barrellis be retained to address matters identified in paragraph 4 of Motion 20G174 concerning a workplace investigation. 2, that the costs associated with the legal advice be funded from the council contracted services account and the cost for the review be funded from the CAO contracted services account. 3, that the mayor be delegated authority to execute the retainer agreements with Aaron Barrellis for their services. 4, upon completion of the preparation of the legal advice and the review, Aaron Barrellis provide these documents directly to council through the city clerk. Comments or questions on the motion? Deputy Mayor Ward, sorry, you go ahead.
Yep, I think I just want to get clarification from the city clerk and the previous provision that the documents only be provided to councillors not directly affected will still be included. It's assumed in this motion.
Through you, Mayor Lehman, to Deputy Mayor Ward. Yes, the contents of the legal advice would be not circulated to the member of council in question. And that's
Thank you.
pursuant to the motion that was passed last week at council.
Okay, thank you very much.
Any further comments or questions on the direct motion? I'm not seeing anyone indicate. Okay, then I will call the question on the motion that's on the floor. Please indicate. Those in favor, please indicate. And I am as well. That motion carries unanimously by those present and voting. Deputy Mayor Ward, I believe that brings us to the confirmation bylaw.
Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Thompson, that leave be granted to introduce the following bill, and this bill be read a first, second, and the third time this day and finally passed, Bill 99.
It's moved by Deputy Mayor Ward, seconded by Councillor Thompson, that leave be granted to introduce the following bill, and this bill be read a first, second, and third time this day and finally passed. Bill 99, the confirmation bylaw. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, those in favor of the bill? Any opposed? None. That carries unanimously. Can I have a motion to adjourn? Councillor Jim Harris, seconded by Councillor Gary Harvey. We are adjourned at 5:09. Thank you all. Councillor Harvey and Councillor Harris, I will see you online at 10 to 7 for the town hall.